Elias Mercer always hated late shifts, but tonight he hated everything. The weather, the silence, the dead streets of Coldwick that seemed to warn him he shouldn't be out at this hour. Even his phone battery blinking at 4% felt like bad timing. Coldwick Station was nearly empty. Just an old janitor pushing a mop across the slick concrete, and Elias waiting under the broken roof, rain slamming sideways through gaps in the metal. 11:57 p.m. He checked the display. Next bus, 12 a.m. Last departure of the night. Lightning flashed. A bus pulled in, almost appearing from the blackness rather than driving into it. No route number. Just headlights, too dim, too yellow, glowing like old lamps buried underwater. The doors folded open with a sound that felt like something exhaling. Elias swore he saw movement inside the windows, shapes shifting before he stepped in. But inside, no one. Just a driver, wearing an old cap, shoulders slumped in a stiff posture. Elias tapped his card. The machine beeped, then flickered off. The driver didn't look at him, not once. Elias took a seat near the back. The bus pulled out even before the doors fully closed. The road that didn't exist, an hour ago. 5 minutes into the ride, Elias noticed something wrong. The bus wasn't following Coldwick Avenue. Instead, it veered into the industrial district, completely fenced off months ago. Elias leaned toward the front. "Sir, this route doesn't..." No response. The bus moved faster. Wind howled against the windows. The streetlights stopped. The buildings stopped. Darkness swallowed everything outside, just the bus, and rain, and silence. Elias tried calling someone, no service. That's when he felt a cold breath behind him. Slow, close. He turned and froze. 3 seats behind him sat a person, head tilted down, hands folded, wearing a long, tattered coat that looked soaked in something thicker than rain. Elias stared, sure that seat had been empty. Lightning flashed again, the figure's pale face reflected for half a second. Empty eye sockets staring straight ahead. Elias jerked up from his seat. The lights flickered, longer this time, plunging the bus into shadow. The lights came back. The figure was now across the aisle, closer. Still unmoving. The driver turns. Elias moved toward the front, gripping seat handles as the bus jolted violently. He finally reached the driver and tapped his shoulder. Skin cold. The driver slowly turned his head, not normally, but in a stiff, unnatural half circle, neck joints cracking loudly. Elias stared into dark pits where eyes should have been. "Next stop," the driver rasped, "is yours." Elias stumbled backward. The figure at the back stood up, arms limp, head hanging. Then the bus plunged into a tunnel that didn't exist on any map, walls covered in flickering shadows that seemed to move like bodies pressed against glass. Whispers filled the bus, hundreds of voices overlapping, begging, crying, warning. Something clawed inside Elias's mind, memories twisting into nightmares he'd forgotten he ever had. The figure reached him, gripped his wrist skin like frozen stone. Black veins crawled under Elias's skin, spreading like ink being injected directly into his blood. He screamed, but his voice sank into darkness that swallowed sound. When the tunnel opened, the bus was in pitch black nothingness. Not a road, not a place, just void. The doors slid open. "Last stop," the driver croaked. The figure shoved Elias toward the doors. He fell into the blackness, but instead of falling, he dissolved, skin shriveling, eyes melting inward, body collapsing like something drying instantly under heat. Then he wasn't Elias anymore. He was sitting again, same seat, same posture, head bowed, waiting. And then, minutes later, the bus returned to a normal road, normal streetlights, normal buildings. It stopped at Coldwick Avenue like nothing happened. A woman entered. She never noticed the new silent passenger near the back, wearing Elias's coat, head bowed, eyes hollow. "Waiting for someone to take his seat next,"